I'm from Slovakia, Estado de Mexico, but I recently moved to Toluca and I live near the institution in residential Real del Bosque.
What's your job?
I actually have my own business and I'm dedicated and specialized to the market and finance and to supervise all the sector in my manufacturer.
How long have you been with your present company?
Since I has 18 years old, I start with this my own business and I'm very happy to this. I'm actually work in the finance area and I in the charge of supervise all the metrics, all the graphics and all the finance for the well performance.
How do you use English in your work?
I think the English is the universal language for my case I use them a lot. For example, when I see a lot of reports, a lot of metrics, and it's very helpful for my company and for me. And I think the all stuff it's important to improve your English for the world performance in the company.
What are the opportunities for promotion in your current job?
In my current job, I think the promotion is very important. If you have a very good job or a very good performance in your area or in the company, it's important to have a boosted or improvement in your position. So it's very important to have a lot of skills and have a very good work in what your area.
What will you do at work next week?
The next week, I have a very important appointment with a director financial of the first competitor of my company. For it's very important for me to have a very good presentation, and I think it's very important to have a very good reception for the competitor and to have a very good disempowerment in the company.
Thank you. Part 2. You will see 8 sentences on the screen. You will have 10 seconds to read each sentence aloud after the tone. Sentence 1. Please begin reading out loud now.
The team needs sales staff who can speak more than one language.
Sentence 2.
The 5% discount is only on orders over $10,000.
Sentence 3.
Have the long term goals of the company changed?
Sentence 4.
Your account will become active on receipt of the first payment.
Sentence 5.
Mr. Atkins called to say that she's away at a marketing conference this week.
Sentence 6.
The R&D budget has been frozen for 5 years but will be increased again next January.
Sentence 7.
The organization, which has its headquarters in Canada, has now expanded into many European countries.
Sentence 8.
The best way to reduce distribution costs is to use our subsidiary to transport goods.
Thank you. Part 3. You will have 1 minute to talk about a topic. First, you have 40 seconds to read the task and prepare what you are going to say. You will then have 1 minute to speak. Please speak for all the time you have. Please begin speaking now.
Hello, this is my presentation about the recently training course that I have attended in the work, and it's important to know very important points and topics about this training course. Firstly, the course was about the recruitment staff and the importance to have a very good staff in your company to manage well and the important staff to stay in the correct area. Secondly, I think this course is very important. I did it because I think the importance to manage the company very well and to think to what is the person correctly in the area that you chosen. For example, finance, marketing, or H&D. And finally, I'm very recommended this course because I think will be help a staff to take another ideas, another points, another views what I think it's doing and it's important to will be doing in the future. Thanks.
Thank you. Part 4. You will have 1 minute to talk about some visual information. First, you have 1 minute to look at the information and prepare what you are going to say. You will then have 1 minute to speak. The visual information will stay on the screen. Please speak for all the time you have. Please begin speaking now.
Hello, good morning. My name is Miguel Alejandro Mondragon and an expertise in the R&D area for this company. And today I'm going to talk about this paragraph that illustrates the types of complaints in the years 1 to 4 and how it's changed along the time. Firstly, we can see that the first year we have a lot of peak about the faulty goods and have a lot of decrease in the delivery problems and in the others. In the second year, we can see I have a steadily decrease in all the areas and all the complaints, and we can see in the third year we have steadily in the same order all these complaints. And finally, we can see in the final year a lot of increase about the delivery problems and having a decrease about the faulty goods and other things.
Thank you. Part 5. You will hear 5 questions about a topic. First, you have 40 seconds to read the task. After you hear each question, you will have 20 seconds to give your answer. Please speak for all the time you have.
In your opinion, what are the benefits for companies of offering sponsorship?
It's very important that all the companies have a very good plan, marketing plan. And for instance, the benefits for a company to have a sponsorship, it's important because the people who know a lot of more about your company, about your product, and about your prices for this is important to have a sponsorship.
Okay. Would it be better to sponsor an individual or an organization?
I think it's important to have a sponsor in the organization because more people of the staff and of the clients will know about more of this company. And it's important to relate it in social media, for example, or in the streets. A sponsorship has have a lot of and among people.
Thank you. How long should a sponsorship program last?
It's important to have a duration or a total life about 1 year. It's I think it's at least the important and the minimum time because you know that you have a very good marketing about this and this is a very good time for you.
Okay, thanks. What problems could there be with a sponsorship program?
I think the most important problems we can see the price of the sponsorship and if the people didn't know about you are put this sponsor. So it's important to have a very good program, a very good planation of this, and if you have a very good of this, you can have a successfully sponsorship of marketing.
Thanks for that. How could a company judge whether its sponsorship has been successful?
I think the best way to judge it successfully, I think it's about the branding recognition and about the sales of the company. And it's important to view of these points because if you have a very good sponsor, you have very good performance.
I see. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the end of the Linguaskill Business Speaking Test.